America, we are approaching our 250-year anniversary, and here's something worth thinking about. People from all over the world, they risk their lives to come here. Many risk their lives to stay. Guys, that is not normal. So the question is, what is it about this country that draws people like that? Because if something has that kind of value, it's worth taking the time to understand it. It's not just the land. It's not just opportunity. It's the idea this country was built on, ideas that were written down in the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution. And those ideas, they've shaped one of the most free and generous nations in world history. But here's a real concern right now. There are a lot of strong opinions about America that cannot be traced back to those documents. Many opinions, they're not coming from the source. They're coming from social media or other people's perspective. Sometimes that information isn't fully accurate. Information moves very fast. A headline, a clip, a comment, and it spreads. Before long, people may be reacting to something that's not even true anymore. So you end up with strong opinions without a clear understanding of the source. And when it comes to something this important, going to the source, it really matters. So in this video, I want to share 3 simple principles that explain why this matters and how it actually applies to your life. Principle 1 is know what you've been given. You don't benefit from what you've never taken the time to understand yourself. I want to give you an example. Let's say you get a call from an attorney and you find out that someone passed away and you were named in their will or their trust. Well, you're not going to ignore that. You'd make time to find out what it meant to you. You'd sit down, you'd read it carefully because you'd want to know, what did I just inherit? What is it worth? What do I need to do to legally claim it? See, you wouldn't rely on someone else's opinion. You'd go straight to the source, the document. Well, the Constitution, the Declaration, they work the same way. They define what you have access to, but if you've never read them, you're depending on someone else to tell you what's there, and that puts you at such a disadvantage. So here's a simple place to start. Read the preamble. It's the first paragraph of the Constitution. It takes less than a minute to read, and it gives you a clear picture of what this country was set up to do. Principle 2 is America is built on rare ideas. See, what makes this country different is the foundation it was built on. From the very beginning, this country declared all men are created equal and are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That means those rights, they don't come from the government. Government exists to recognize and to protect them. And then there's something else also important. It starts with we the people. See, power begins with the people, and government exists to serve the people. That affects your life whether you realize it or not. This is why your voice matters, your participation matters, your understanding matters, because a system like this, it only works when people understand it. And when we don't fully understand it, we lose sight of what actually matters. It becomes harder to recognize who's protecting those principles and who are not. So here's a question. Do you fully understand the system that you're living in, or are you relying on someone else to explain it to you? Principle 3 is freedom requires responsibility. Freedom, it's not automatic and it isn't guaranteed. Information, remember, it moves so fast. It spreads so quickly. It's like the game of telephone. You started out with the truth, and the more it gets passed, the more the story changes until what people are reacting to isn't the original anymore. Well, that creates a problem, and history shows this clearly. Freedom isn't free. It's been fought for, it's been protected, and it's been defended. Hundreds of thousands gave their lives in our own civil war to move this country closer to what it was meant to be. Not perfect, but more perfect. So here's the real question. Are we taking responsibility for understanding what's been entrusted to us? See, America, it isn't perfect. It never has been, but it was built on something very rare. The belief that people are equal, that rights come from God, not government, and that government exists to serve the people. And it's a system designed to improve over time. But that only works if people understand it and take responsibility for it. So as we approach this 250-year anniversary, this is a good time to ask, do you actually know what you've been given? Because if you don't understand it, you can't protect it, you can't fully use it, and you can't pass it on. If you've never read it, start there. And if you have, go back and look again, because this is worth understanding. Guys, I'm Jane Ann Craig, and remember, success, it's not about luck or chance. It's about alignment with right principles.